This video is going to be about monomials and polynomials. So we're going to start with monomials and understand what they are, and then polynomials will be very easy. A monomial is a collection, and I'll be more specific about that in a second, of numbers and variables. The variables can have exponents. The numbers multiply the variable, so 3 times x squared is a monomial. The exponent in a monomial has to be a positive number. In other words, this is not a monomial because the exponent is negative, 2x to the negative third. So that's not a monomial. The exponent also has to be a whole number. 5x to the 1/2 is not a monomial because the exponent is a fraction. Let's look at some more terms that are monomials. This is a monomial. The number that multiplies the variable can be a fraction. It can be a decimal. It could be a square root. Okay, so 1/2 x y to the third. You can have more than one variable. You can have as many variables as you want. The main thing is the variables have to have positive exponents. So remember, this x is like x to the first. This is a monomial. We can divide the variable by a number, which is really the same as saying, so x over 2 is the same as saying 1/2 x. So in effect, we're still multiplying the variable by some number. If we don't see a number, that's fine, because we can really think of this as 1 times x. So in other words, we don't have to show that we're multiplying by a 1. That can just be understood. The number part of the variable, of the monomial, the 3 or the 1/2 or the 1, is called a coefficient. Okay, so a coefficient is an actual number, not a variable. This is a monomial also. I've got an x squared and a y to the fourth. Both of them have positive whole number exponents. So this is a valid monomial. Okay, now that you've got some idea of what a monomial is, let's go on to polynomials. So a polynomial is nothing more than one or more monomials that are added together, or added or subtracted. So here we have 2x squared. 2x squared is a monomial. Minus 5x. 5x is also a monomial. We're subtracting one from the other, so this is a polynomial. 3x to the fourth minus 12y squared. The variables don't have to be the same. I can have an x and a y. As long as both of these are valid monomials, and they are, then I've got a polynomial. 7x plus 2 minus y squared. Here I don't even have a variable, and that's fine. I don't have to have a variable. So in fact, if you think about it, any number, the number 7, is a monomial. So here I have 3 monomials. One is added, the other is subtracted. They're valid monomials, and so this whole thing is a polynomial. This is a polynomial also. Remember, a polynomial is one or more monomials that are added or subtracted. So one or more means that if I just have one, it's still a polynomial. So 5x to the fourth is a polynomial. A little bit of terminology. Each of the monomials in a polynomial is called a term. So this monomial has 2 terms, this has 2 terms, this has 3 terms, this has 1 term. Monomials also have degrees. Actually, let's go back to the monomials. The degree of a monomial is the value of the exponent. So if there's one exponent and only one exponent. So this 3x squared is a second degree monomial. If there's more than one exponent, then we add the exponents together to find the degree. So this is 1/2 x y to the third, adding the 1 and the 3, this is a fourth degree monomial. X over 2, or 1/2 x, since the exponent is really a 1, is a first degree monomial. X is a first degree monomial. X squared y to the fourth, adding the 2 and the 4 together, is a sixth degree monomial. Okay, so what you need to remember is monomials have coefficients, that's the number part of them. The variables can have exponents. If they have exponents, the exponents have to be positive whole numbers, no negative exponents, no fractional exponents. The degree of a monomial is the value of the exponent or the sum of the exponents if there's more than one exponent. And a polynomial, let's do the polynomial page. A polynomial is one or more monomials that are added or subtracted together. And that's about it. Take care. See you next time.